Sparky the spunky squirrel hopped onto a tree stump and nibbled a crunchy nut. His whiskers twitched with excitement. "Did you hear about the cave with crystals?" he said, eyes wide like two shiny marbles. Bella the brave bunny tilted his head and grinned. "Crystals? I like shiny things almost as much as carrots," Bella said. Sparky's tail flicked as he imagined sparkling treasures. The meadow around them seemed to hum with curiosity. Bella tapped his foot and waited for Sparky to say more, while Sparky wondered if shiny crystals were worth a cave adventure. The warm sun lit their meadow, making the grass glow like green candy. Sparky's tail twitched in small, nervous jerks. "I'm not sure about dark caves," he admitted, staring at the forest edge. Bella laughed and hopped in a little circle. "We'll make the dark giggle," he said, wiggling his ears. Sparky snorted at the idea. "How do you make darkness giggle?" he asked. Bella grinned, with silly noises and bunny charm. Sparky rolled his eyes, but felt a tiny smile creep in. Maybe darkness wasn't so scary if it could laugh. They trotted toward the forest edge, leaves crunching underfoot like crispy cereal. Sparky glanced around and said, "What if the echoes sound scary?" His voice trembled just a bit. Bella bounced beside him, grinning. "We'll echo back with silly sounds," he replied, "like banana moo or pickle sneeze." Sparky chuckled at the thought. "Banana moo? That's ridiculous." Bella said, "The sillier, the braver." Sparky nodded slowly, feeling braver already. The path ahead seemed less spooky when filled with silly noises in his mind. Tall trees shaded the path, their branches swaying like big, lazy arms. Sparky carried a small lantern in one paw, holding it tight. Bella hopped ahead and called, "Come on, slow squirrel." His voice bounced back in tiny echoes. Sparky chuckled. "Fast, bunny, wait up," he said, jogging to catch him. Bella slowed just enough to let Sparky think he was winning. "Race you to the next tree," Bella shouted. Sparky groaned, knowing fast bunny legs would win, but running anyway. A cool breeze rustled the branches above, making a whispery sound. Sparky shivered and said, "Feels like the cave is whispering to us." His lantern wobbled in his paw. Bella's nose twitched. "Let's whisper back about carrots and acorns," he said. Sparky grinned and whispered, "Acorns are tastier than carrots." Bella gasped dramatically. "You take that back!" Sparky laughed, and the wind seemed to laugh too. His soft whispers felt friendlier when mixed with their playful banter. They reached a rocky hill, where a dark hole yawned ahead like a sleepy mouth. Sparky gulped and pointed. "That must be it," he said, tail puffing. Bella hopped closer, peering into the shadow. "Looks like the cave needs a hug," he said with a smirk. Sparky tilted his head. "A hug?" Bella nodded. "If you hug it, maybe it won't be so grumpy." Sparky laughed nervously, wondering if hugging caves was a normal bunny thing. Inside, the air smelled damp, like wet leaves after rain. Shadows danced on the walls as Sparky lit his lantern. "Here we go," he said, stepping forward. Bella clapped his paws together. "Adventure time!" he cheered. Sparky's ears twitched at the echo of Bella's voice. The lantern's glow lit a small circle, and beyond it was darkness. Sparky kept close to Bella, feeling braver with each step they took. An echo boomed from the shadows. "Ooh!" Sparky squeaked and spun around. "Who said that?" he asked, eyes wide. Bella cupped his paws around his mouth and shouted back, "Boo-hoo-hoo, we're here too." His voice bounced off the walls, making a funny wobble sound. Bella giggled at his own silliness. Sparky blinked, then laughed. Okay, maybe echoes aren't so bad, he admitted, feeling the tension in his tail ease. Their voices bounced around the cave, twisting into funny shapes in sound. Sparky laughed. It sounds like a singing potato. He pictured a potato wearing a bow tie. Bella hopped in circles and said, "Let's start a potato choir." He sang a goofy tune, and the echoes turned into something stranger. Sparky joined in, squeaking high notes. The cave seemed to hum along, and their laughter filled the damp air. The tunnel twisted left, then right, winding like a giant snake made of stone. Sparky peered ahead and said, "Hope this snake is friendly." Bella replied, "Only if we tickle its tail." Sparky laughed, imagining tickling a snake made of rocks. They kept walking, each turn making them wonder what was around the bend. Their steps echoed like tiny drumbeats, following the snake's path. Sparky's lantern flickered, its light dancing weakly on the walls. He frowned and said, "Uh-oh, this isn't good." Bella grinned. "We'll light the way with our smiles." Sparky raised an eyebrow. "Smiles don't glow." Bella shrugged. "Mine do when I think about carrot cake." Sparky chuckled and tightened his grip on the lantern, hoping it would last until they found the crystals. A drip of water fell from the ceiling and splashed right on Sparky's nose. "Hey!" he said, blinking. Bella poked his own nose and said, "Now you're a drip detective." Sparky laughed. Detective Sparky is on the case. He pretended to search for clues in the puddle at his feet. Bella hopped over, pretending to take notes with an invisible pencil. They passed a rock shaped almost exactly like a bunny. Bella stopped and stared. "It's my stone cousin," he declared. Sparky laughed. "Does he eat stone carrots?" Bella nodded seriously. "Only on special occasions." They continued walking, leaving the stone bunny behind. Sparky wondered if his stone cousin might visit their meadow someday. Another echo called from deep in the cave, "Woo!" Sparky shouted back, "Waffles!" without thinking. Bella added, "With extra syrup." The cave seemed to chuckle in its own echo way. Sparky grinned. "Maybe the cave likes breakfast foods." Bella said, "Then we should invite it to brunch." Their giggles bounced back, sounding like a happy crowd in the dark. They found a narrow stone bridge crossing a deep gap. Sparky tiptoed carefully, eyes glued to his paws. Bella hopped halfway across and called, "Don't look down! Look for snacks!" Sparky laughed nervously. "There's no snacks here." Bella winked. "You never know." Sparky focused on reaching the end, imagining acorns waiting on the other side. On the other side, the walls glittered faintly like stars hidden underground. Sparky gasped. "Is that crystal dust?" he asked, tail flicking. Bella nodded, ears twitching. "We're close," he said. Sparky's eyes shone as he stepped forward, eager to see more sparkle. The air seemed to hum with quiet excitement as they moved deeper inside. The tunnel widened, and a soft glow filled the air around them. Sparky looked up and said, "Feels like the cave is smiling." Bella hopped along, adding, "It's smiling at us." Sparky grinned. "Then we should smile back." They both smiled as they walked, their reflections faint in the glowing walls. They heard another echo, but this one was gentle and warm. Sparky whispered, "Hello, cave friend." His voice didn't sound scared anymore. Bella said, "Thanks for the welcome." The echo returned softly, like a friendly sigh. Sparky felt a strange comfort in the sound. Bella's grin grew wider, as if the cave had just told them secret. A turn in the path revealed a shimmering light ahead. Sparky's tail twitched with excitement, almost like it had its own heartbeat. Bella hopped faster, ears bouncing. "We're almost there," he said. Sparky quickened his pace, eager to see the source of the glow. Their steps echoed like applause, urging them forward. The glow grew brighter, like sunrise trapped deep underground. Sparky gasped, "It's magical!" His eyes reflected the light. Bella grinned and said, "And it doesn't need sunscreen." Sparky laughed. "Good thing, caves don't like sunburns." The warm glow seemed to welcome them, making every step lighter. They stepped into a huge chamber with walls covered in glowing crystals. Sparky's eyes sparkled almost as much as the walls. Bella said, "It's like the cave dressed up for us." Sparky nodded, feeling the beauty wrap around them. The crystals shone in blues, greens, and golds, casting playful shadows across the floor. Sparky reached out and touched a crystal gently. "It's warm," he said, surprised. Bella added, "Like a bunny blanket." Sparky laughed. "A shiny bunny blanket." The warmth seemed to chase away any leftover fear, leaving only wonder in its place. They danced around, making silly shadows on the crystal walls. Sparky puffed his chest and said, "I'm a giant squirrel." Bella hopped high and laughed, "I'm a hopping mountain." Their shadows grew and shrank as they moved, making the crystals shimmer even more. The cave seemed to join their playful dance. Sparky pretended to interview a crystal. "Mr. Crystal, why so shiny?" he asked, holding his paw like a microphone. Bella answered in a deep voice, "Because I eat moonlight soup." Sparky burst out laughing. "Do you share it with stars?" Bella nodded. "Only the polite ones." The crystal walls twinkled as if in agreement. They sat down, munching snacks they had brought along. Sparky chewed happily. "This is better than any net stash," he said. Bella replied, "Better than carrot cake, too." Sparky raised an eyebrow. "Better than carrot cake? You must be serious." Bella grinned. Deadly serious. They laughed, crumbs scattering on the glowing floor. Sparky looked around at the glowing chamber. "I'm glad we came, even with the echoes," he said. Bella nodded. "Echoes make the best jokes." Sparky chuckled, remembering their silly shouts. The crystals seemed to sparkle brighter at the sound of their laughter. They decided to leave, but Sparky waved at the crystals. "Bye, shiny friends," he said. Bella added, "Don't let the dust bunnies take over." Sparky giggled at the thought of tiny bunnies sweeping the cave. They turned toward the tunnel, ready for the journey back. On the way back, the echoes seemed softer, almost sleepy. Sparky said, "They're saying goodbye." Bella replied, "Or telling us a knock-knock joke." Sparky snorted, "Knock-knock jokes in a cave?" Bella grinned. Best kind. Lots of echo for the punchline. Their laughter bounced gently off the walls. They stepped out into the sunny meadow, blinking at the bright light. Sparky stretched his arms. "Home never looked so bright," he said. Bella added, and so echo-free. Sparky smiled, feeling the warmth of the sun soak into his fur. The meadow seemed even more welcoming after their cave adventure. Sparky and Bella sat under their favorite tree, watching clouds float by. Sparky said, "Courage feels good." Bella smiled, especially when it's funny. They laughed together, their voices mixing with the soft sounds of the meadow. The day felt fuller, brighter, and perfect for more adventures to come.